everybody. I got myself all busy. Sorry. I am so exhausted. I feel like I don't get enough sleep, even though that we tend to go to bed a little bit early, but at the same time, I don't know. Like my husband said, what happened to all our going to bed by 8:30? He said, oh yeah, it was my wife. That's why. That's because of my hours I have to try to struggle with and work. But now that my classes will start on the 3rd of April, I'm gonna be only working till 5 because that'll give me time to actually do stuff. I'm making my husband chicken and dumplings from the leftover chicken breast that we had, and then I'm making myself an Alfredo gluten-free chicken Alfredo. So I make 2 separate things. I told him he texted me at it was like 5:38, I think, that he was on his way home. I'm trying to see where I could put this. That's my, and I just lost my train of thought. Jack's been hollering like crazy lately. Like, I tell you, probably twice an hour he's been hee-hawing, and I'm not sure why. Like, I really don't know why, but he has been a lot. I'm exhausted. Did I already say that? I am. I told my husband I would try to get out here. Sorry. Before he gets home and at least get the square bales out. My phone gave me an alert, said it was lightly raining, but then I got on my weather bug and it said it wasn't raining at all, so I don't know. It's overcast for sure. Not sunny like it was earlier today, but other than that, I was trying to see if I could find out when my new greenhouse will ship. Harbor Freight had a 10 by 12 with 4 vents, 2 in the roofs, and then 1 on one end of the greenhouse and then 1 on the other end. And I told my husband, I said, I want to get that, and he's like, well, order it. So I told him the total price, and he's like, well, are you going to get it? And I said, I ordered it. So I said, the thing is that I want it to be put down in the garden area. And he says, well, don't put it up till we get that finished. And I said, well, I already know that, but I said that would really help me out with starting on my seedlings too, if I had it up and going. But with the airtime, oh, sorry, I told you I'm just exhausted. I feel like I've not gotten enough sleep. It's not that my job is hard or anything, because it's not. It's just, I gotta make sure, watch my time so I can log off. Just really, this working till 6 o'clock and then trying to make dinner and then go out and milk. Or I have to milk first, then make dinner, then eat, and we're looking at like 9:30, almost 10 o'clock before we are even in bed, because of course after eating you don't want to actually go to bed, but when you're eating that late it doesn't help. So that's why I made sure next week I'm on all till 6 o'clock in the evening, but it was the only way I could get hours. But now I got it scheduled so when I start classes on the 3rd, I'm actually going to be working while I'm doing classes. How I can get, and the way I scheduled it, it gives me 30 hours. But I can do it that way, and I believe I can be able to do it. And then try to juggle both of them at the same time, because you got to have your ears on. But I'll be able to see a chat come up because I'll have it in a whole different window. I'll just have all that stuff that I have to have up on the window, and then my class I'll have down on the laptop, so I'll be able to see. Ugh. But yeah, I went out and put the boys back on the milk bucket to make sure that they're drinking, and they still weren't too sure, but once they figured it out again, so I don't think that they're realizing that they can just go to that and drink off of it, but that's what they're going to be doing. And then that bucket will probably last them. I mean, if they were nursing on it all day, they might have drank it before I got out to milk again, but I don't think that they'll have it gone by that time, so I'm not going to add any more to it. But hopefully it doesn't freeze. There's a few days that it shows that we are getting down to like 33 at night. But if the wind isn't blowing, it won't like be too cold. You know, it'll be lower than that with the wind chill. I got 5 minutes still. I probably shouldn't have put myself on busy so early, but I put myself on busy on 5:48 because if I would have had a chat, it could have lasted 20 minutes, you know. And you're supposed to put yourself on busy 5 minutes till, but I did it anyway, so. I've got all these people saying they're on from 5 to 6, an hour. That's it. Some are saying that they're going on break. Like 158 new messages, it says on there, so I'm just like, I don't know. I finally got my background check finally cleared after numerous of times of sending my stupid SA-89, which is your verification for Social Security number. First, you had to send it in a PDF. Well, I couldn't do that way, so I sent it in a picture and through an email that way. Then they said that wasn't acceptable. Then I was told that when I did get it through a PDF, that my printer didn't print the last number off, which was a 0. You could halfway see it on there. So they flagged that one. And that was the first time I was trying to get into Modicare. So I got dropped out of that class. Then I started the background check again through another company that I was going to go for. It was WCM, I think is what it was called. It was an electric company, but for wind power. And I was going to do them, and then I was waiting it was driving me nuts because they kept sending me the same messages, like fax this, email it. So I was calling, and this guy says, well, if you just send it through email, and then we can get it uploaded. Or no, first I called because I ended up faxing it. I thought, faxing it should get there, and then I don't have to try to do it in a PDF because I couldn't remember how I did it before. So then I did that. Well, then they sent me an email back, which I'm glad I looked in my spam because for some reason it went in there, that said that the fax copy was too blurry and they couldn't see anything. So they were wanting me to send a PDF. So I called back and I was pretty angry, and I told the girl that I was talking to, her name was Courtney. I told her, I apologized to her and said I was sorry. And she says, I know exactly, what you're going through, because I used to work for a Rise, and they're very picky about stuff like that. So she told me to download a PDF fax file or copier, a PDF copier. So I copied it, sent that, and they sent it back to me saying it was not visible enough. So, I took another picture of it, made sure I enhanced it so it was more clear looking and more light to it, and then they accepted it. So you're talking like, I kid you not, I sent it, I bet you at least a half a dozen times before they actually accepted it. So then I printed off the 17 pages that it said that I was good for my background check finally. But meanwhile, I think it was 3 days into that company, I seen Modicare came back on. So I hurried up and dropped that class, grabbed this class, and then I was like paranoid because it said, I talked to an enrollment agent on the Arise platform through Ava, and I talked to them, and they said, well, we're going to go ahead and push you through, but if you fail this again, you'll be dropped from the class. And I'm like, this is not going to happen. I've never failed a background check ever. And I was just so angry about it. I mean, angry that I didn't even want to try to. I just like, I don't understand why this is so, why everything's so wrong. I don't understand. Like, why? And that's what I kept thinking, like, why? And why are you not clicking off? There we go. Alright, so this one can go down. I still have that there, and that's fine. And then, okay, turn that, all this off. Put that down. So now I can go out and get my stuff on and go out and get the hay around for my husband. Come back in before he gets home and then start dinner. Or maybe I should start dinner and then go out. I don't know. It's something that I got to start something. So thank you guys again for just joining me today. I hope I didn't bore you. I just wanted just to chit chat a little bit. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see everybody tomorrow. Till next time. God bless.